Hi, welcome to our 2025 holiday webinar. Just a quick note before we get started. Please use the audio settings button in the bottom left corner to adjust your audio options or open this meeting directly in Zoom using the link. With that, let's get started. My name is Carla Clayman, and I'm a senior industry manager on the retail fashion team here at Pinterest. And today, I'm joined by two of my colleagues, Ricky and Whitney, whom you'll be hearing from over the course of this webinar. To kick things off, let's get everyone engaged and start with a poll to check in on our Pinterest audience. Using the polling feature in the webinar console, go ahead and select which choice is true for the following statement. Where do today's younger consumers primarily go for online searches? Is it search engines or is it social media? We'll give you a few seconds to answer. All right, let's take a couple more seconds. All right, most people selected social media, so let's see what the real answer is. It is social media. Nice job, crew. We're going to walk you through how the search landscape is changing and how your brand can future-proof your marketing strategy for the holidays this year. So let's get into it. This year, we know that the holidays are a high-stakes moment, so don't box yourself in. As a marketer, you're under greater pressure than ever to drive performance. And the holiday season, it's showtime. It's your biggest sales period of the entire year. It's a really high stakes moment. If your holiday's bad, then your year is bad. That's why it is so important that you don't box yourself in and avoid investing in just a handful of dominant platforms. Here's why. Your audience is drastically changing the way they spend their time online and changing the way that they make their shopping decisions. Therefore, you're missing opportunities to reach them if you just focus your investments in a handful of dominant platforms. Search is changing as younger users flock to social rather than search engines, as you just saw in our poll. And when it comes to e-commerce, shoppers, especially younger ones, are becoming increasingly thoughtful about what it is that they buy. They're becoming more selective and spending more time planning. It's no longer enough for you just to reach them on platforms that offer the last point of purchase. The opportunity to reach them earlier in their decision-making journey. Consumers expect personalization, and the sheer amount of advertising content that people see every day can encourage people to tune you out instead of tune into your message. When people shop, they want to see themselves in their results. We know that 80% of consumers say they want to discover products that are more relevant to their taste and style. And younger shoppers say that relevance is their number one most important shopping goal. In a more cluttered landscape, standing out is even more challenging for your brand. And because you're operating in a more cluttered ad landscape, more clutter means less relevance. Your audience is being inundated with thousands of ads every day, making it even harder for your brand to break through and win conversions. Now, not only are we seeing more ads, the ads we're seeing just aren't relevant. Irrelevance is amplified on platforms where tuned out users passively scroll instead of actively engage, meaning your ads are going to wash over your audience and they aren't going to break through unless they are hyper relevant to why they're there and what they're looking for. That relevance is key. And on social media, they aren't necessarily looking for your brand. On top of all of this, you're paying a premium just to compete. Resources are tight, costs are rising, and reaching your audience is getting more expensive, especially during the holidays. You're paying a premium to be on the big three, but are you actually standing out on these platforms? In a world of so much clutter online, you shouldn't have to pay a premium to stand out. You need to find platforms that help you efficiently achieve your performance goals and drive results at every stage of the funnel, where you can connect with your audience in the most relevant moments during the holiday shopping season. So let's highlight what we're up against. You're facing a changing audience behavior across the internet, from searching to shopping. A true crisis of relevance where your options are dominated by a few platforms that promise reach but can't guarantee relevance, all while paying premium prices, where you and your competition spend time outbidding each other for a chance to break through. And all of this is taking place in a media landscape that becomes increasingly unstable and uncertain as time goes on. This is why, in order to win this holiday season, you need to actively diversify your media plan. It's critical to diversify beyond traditional tactics and beyond the big three players. Now is not the time to stick to the same old holiday playbooks. Instead, you need to think like a portfolio manager operating in shaky times and layer in low risk, high reward investments that can protect your brand from risk, future proof your strategy, and help your brand realize the full upside potential of this critical holiday sales period. So don't miss out this holiday season. Think outside the box with Pinterest. You need to diversify, and we're ready for you. Add us into your digital marketing plan and try out Pinterest for all of your new opportunities too. We have grown a lot over the past couple years, and we are in a brand new era here. But we're still that positive, brand safe place that you love. We're also more shoppable, more engaging, and more performant than ever. And the holiday cherry on top, your audience comes to Pinterest as their true holiday shopping destination. And now I'm going to pass it over to Ricky Casson. Ricky, take it away.
Thanks, Carla. I'm Ricky Casson, and I'm a senior industry manager overseeing one of our retail teams at Pinterest. Carla spoke to how we know you're under pressure to drive results this holiday season. And we've got everything you need to succeed this season. We have the right audience, the right platform, and the right results. In terms of audience, your audience is here, and they're in the right mindset to buy. On the platform side, we are a different kind of shopping platform, one that's joyful and positive, where you can reach your audience at every stage of their shopping journey. And lastly, we bring you the tools you need to drive performance results at every stage of the funnel this holiday season. Your audience is on Pinterest in a big way. On Pinterest, you can reach your audience you need throughout the entire holiday season. We have a growing audience of 570 million monthly active users spanning every key demographic and every geography. From Gen Z, our largest and fastest growing demographic, to millennials, Gen X, and boomers, your audience is here, and they're flocking to Pinterest over the holidays, because here they can find the visual inspiration they want and the tools they need to put it all together, whether they're throwing a gift exchange party or shopping for their best friend, or planning a holiday getaway with the whole fam. On Pinterest, they can find the ideas that matter to them and save what they'd like to a board as they get closer to making those purchasing decisions. In the US alone, over 80 million boards were created during the holiday season last year. That's about 10 boards per second. And we're aging down. Gen Z loves our platform, and more of them are coming all the time to engage with us here. They make up over 40% of our global monthly active users, and they're our fastest growing and most engaged audience. In fact, Gen Z pinners are 71% more likely to say that Pinterest is their first destination for holiday shopping inspiration. So you can imagine how excited they are to be here during the holidays. Let's talk about our audience's mindset. On Pinterest, people are open-minded and actively making holiday shopping decisions. On Pinterest, your audience isn't leaned back and distracted like they might be on other platforms, and they haven't already decided what they want to buy. They're leaned in, actively searching, actively saving, and they're shopping for holiday. They come here open-minded, ready to discover and decide on new products and brands, and they shop when they find what they want to buy. So let's check in with everyone again and take another poll. The question is, when do people start planning their gift purchases for the holidays? Is it October? Is it November or December? Let's give everyone a few more seconds. So most people selected October. Great. Let's see what the answer is on the next slide. And the answer is October. Great work, everyone. Remember, pinners are planners, so be sure to activate campaigns early. So let's get back to why the Pinterest audience is unique. People on Pinterest shop all season long, from the first doorbuster events to holiday gifting and even into the new year. They start planning gift ideas in October or earlier, like we just went over. They spend more money throughout the season, over 30% more than people who aren't on Pinterest. They're on here throughout the year, throughout the new year, with a long holiday season that spans all the major events. And they are significantly more likely to take part in holiday shopping events, from early Black Friday sales to Giving Tuesday. With that, let's dive into what pinners are doing on Pinterest throughout the holiday season. For people on Pinterest, the holiday season is their showtime too. It is truly the most joyful time of the year. They love holiday. They search across categories, across geographies, and across holiday traditions, across gift giving, gift wrapping, and even handmade gift making. They host parties, search for seasonally inspired outfits and recipes. They decorate, trim, and flock. They even pose for annual cards, and they may need a little outfit coordination inspiration for the whole family. There's truly so much holiday happening on Pinterest. Now that we spoke about our audience, let's dig into the platform. Pinterest is a different kind of shopping platform. We're not where you go for last minute. We're not where you go for last minute gifts for your family. We're not where you go panic buying gifts for your in-laws. People are here for a more positive and intentional holiday shopping experience. Our industry-leading visual search lets them go broad and deep to visualize what they want their holiday to be. Whether it's searching for office party fashion or quirky sugar cookie designs or bow stacking holiday tablescape ideas, people curate, they make wish lists, save ideas they love, and they come back to them later. And they easily act whenever they're ready. And as a brand, you can reach them at every stage of their journey, at all the most relevant moments, all in a more positive, brand safe space. Now let's take another poll and get a feel for your thoughts about the following statement. What percentage of top searches on Pinterest are unbranded? Is it 64%, 81, 96, or 22? I'm gonna give everyone another few seconds. And let's see what the answer is. It looks like we had quite a split here, with most people selecting 81. And believe it or not, the answer is 96%. Remember, people come here undecided, which makes it such a valuable place for advertisers to create demand, not just capture it. So let's dig a bit deeper into that. Our platform also brings unique capabilities. People search broadly in wide discovery journeys, and your ads, they feel like content, seamlessly woven into the visual experience. With 96% of top searches on Pinterest being unbranded, like we just discussed, this leaves opportunity for you to enter the consideration set. And people scroll up to 3 times slower here than they do on other platforms. And our curation and saving tools make all the difference. People on Pinterest make wish lists, they find unique gift ideas for all kinds of holidays and celebrations, and they even agree that our platform helps them find new and unusual ways to add personality and novelty to their holiday traditions. And when the holiday shopping experience happens in a positive place, performance goes up too. We know that performance matters. Recent research taught us that the same ad seen in a positively perceived environment is regarded as twice as trustworthy. A positive online environment can drive purchase intent by up to 94%. And brands like yours can generate more sales, up to almost a quarter more, by adding viewability and positivity considerations into your media buying. Lastly, let's talk about results. Pinterest is more performant than ever. People are doing more than discovering on Pinterest. They're making decisions and they're acting on them. That's why over the last 2 years, we focused on making Pinterest more actionable and shoppable for the people who come here. Some examples of how this translates for advertisers are outbound clicks to advertisers have doubled year over year. click volume increased by 170% globally year over year, and click-based conversions have increased by 51% year over year. So let's get you the results you want, and let's get you the results that you need this holiday season, and consider running a full funnel campaign with us. Last year, advertisers who ran full funnel campaigns in Q4 saw a 296% year over year growth in return on ad spend. So it's time to diversify and invest with Pinterest. So come with us. Bring the joy back to shopping this holiday season, because if you're not here, you are missing out on an audience that loves the holidays and spends more throughout them, on a platform that drives positivity, which can also drive performance, and on results that your brand needs to end the year on a soaring high. So with that, I'll hand it back over to Carla, who will take you through the next section.
All right, thanks, Ricky. Now let's get into how you can set yourself up for success with your marketing strategy. To succeed this holiday season, you have to start early. Make the most of the high stakes, high opportunity holiday season and get started right now. Here's a high level, year long plan for success, and we'll help you move through these key phases leading up to the holidays. First, you want to lay a strong foundation with a catalog, conversion setup, and a measurement plan. Then move throughout the year with experimentation and testing. Starting in October, use your learnings and begin campaign development and delivery, and end with a final push in Q5 to help maximize your results on the Pinterest platform. Today, we'll walk you through a 3-step approach that you can use to plan for the holidays on Pinterest. Your first step is to review your previous performance, as well as your Pinterest foundations, to ensure that you are set up for success. Your second step is to align by defining what success looks like for your brand and identify your holiday key performance indicators, or KPIs. And your third step is to prepare by documenting your testing plans and the product experiments that you want to run this summer in order to gather key learnings to leverage during the holidays. So here's your checklist. These are the action items we recommend leaning into early in the year. They're aligned with the 3 key areas for building your strategy, and you can use this checklist to help maximize your results for the holiday season. Now, let's dive into step 1, reviewing your foundations. Here are some actions that you can take to make sure all of your pieces are in place. First, learn from last year. Let's take a moment to revisit the peaks of holiday last year on Pinterest. We can see a steady rise in holiday saves and searches beginning in July and peaking from November throughout the end of the year. We also know that people on Pinterest spent more last year during the 5 days from Thanksgiving through Cyber Monday, which is also known as the Cyber 5. With Q4 sales accelerating on Pinterest, you can't miss the opportunity to harness the spending power of your audience. So let's dive deeper into some top purchase categories that ended up in Pinterest shoppers' carts during the Cyber 5. Some of these top purchase categories by checkout volume last year were in apparel and accessories, home and garden, health and beauty, and food and drink. We'll do a deep dive into a few of these purchase categories as we continue throughout the webinar today. Now, we've just learned about a few insights on the shopping intent of people on Pinterest, and a next step you can take is to upload your full product catalog. A catalog helps retailers lay the foundation for their holiday success. And with a catalog, it can all start right here on Pinterest. A product feed is a file that lists your products and their attributes on pins. Retailers can use feeds to showcase their products on Pinterest to people searching for ideas. Having a complete product feed can improve auction favorability, lower CPMs and CPCs, increase relevance and reach, and drive both engagement and qualified traffic. In fact, advertisers with larger product feeds on Pinterest see, on average, a 3.8x higher ROAS compared to those that have smaller feeds. Optimize your catalog to improve feed health, because the healthier your catalog, the better your results are going to be. Before the holiday season even begins, take time to optimize your feed so that you can reach your goals. First, ensure that your product titles are relevant and include details like the brand name, color, price, and size to enhance the user's experience. Next, create detailed product descriptions with relevant keywords for search and always include your brand name in the first sentence. And finally, add high quality images that make your products the focal point. Taking the time to optimize your catalog is really worth the effort, I promise you. You can check your feed health in the Catalog Diagnostics dashboard in Ads Manager. And maintaining a healthy feed can help you get better results. You'll also want to solidify your measurement foundations by setting up your measurement infrastructure for the year ahead. Ensure you've got Pinterest Conversions API and the Pinterest tag set up to enhance your data collection and conversion visibility all year long. Both solutions help drive your competitiveness during must-win seasons, just like the holidays. In 2024, advertisers that turned on Cappy ahead of the holidays saw 114% higher year-over-year growth in conversion rate, or CVR, and 250% higher year-over-year growth in ROAS than advertisers who didn't. When setting up your conversion solutions, we encourage you to strive for a good event quality score in Ads Manager to see the most optimal performance on the Pinterest platform. This helps you ensure that your signals are accurate and strong, which is really crucial for optimizing your performance. Leverage the EQS to evaluate the quality of your signals, events, and integrations. Now, while CAPI and EQS aren't the same thing, they do complement each other in improving your ad performance. EQS ensures that high-quality data by offering insights and recommendations, therefore driving the effectiveness of your campaigns when used right alongside CAPI. Now, let's get into another activity and do a deep dive into last year's Cyber 5 top growing purchase categories that we mentioned at the beginning of the session. These insights are going to provide a glimpse into how people on Pinterest are planning, searching, and shopping for the holidays. We'll start by guessing which apparel and accessories category saw higher growth in purchases during Cyber 5 last year. So, which top growing apparel and accessory purchases were higher? Is it A, sleepwear and loungewear, or B, scarves and shawls? We'll give you a couple seconds to answer. All right, looks like most people selected A, sleepwear and loungewear. So let's see what the answer is. The answer is actually B. It's scarves and shawls. They were a top growing product purchase in the accessories category last year on Pinterest. We also know that there's an even stronger interest in accessories purchased by Pinterest shoppers, during the Cyber 5, followed by apparel. Now, as you plan your strategy for the holiday season, review the insights that matter the most for your brand. Then, think about the measurement foundations that you'll need to measure success during your holiday efforts this year. All right, let's move into our next step, which is to align. Here's what we recommend doing to get everybody on the same page with the same goal. Very important as we head into the holidays. First, define what success means for your brand. Ensure that everyone shares the same basic understanding of what that success looks like in 2025. Then get everyone into the room, or the Zoom room like this one, together to identify key opportunities, align on resourcing and measurement, and make sure people understand the ultimate goals. Decide what insights you want to use to set your goals and align everyone on those shared KPIs. Once you've defined success and KPIs for your brand, you can enhance your campaigns with automation. Align with everyone on whether you'll incorporate Pinterest AI capabilities this year in order to meet your goals. With Pinterest Performance Plus, you have access to all the best automation capabilities right at your fingertips, while ensuring you keep full control and visibility over the experience. Choose from individual solutions for your manual campaigns across all campaign objectives, like Performance Plus budgets or targeting, in order to help with your specific goal. Or enable the full Performance Plus suite to simply simplify your campaign creation with far fewer inputs. When using the Performance Plus suite, you can drive optimizations across consideration, conversion, and catalog sales campaign objectives. You can also maximize your conversion value with Pinterest automation tools. Pinterest Performance Plus bidding and ROAS bidding help you optimize towards your goals your way. Performance Plus bidding focuses on maximizing the number of conversions within your set budget. With Pinterest Performance Plus ROAS bidding, Pinterest aims to maximize the total value of conversions for that same budget. Whether your priority is getting the most conversions for your budget or maximizing the value of each conversion, Pinterest Performance Plus solutions can help you achieve your goals. You can also reach the right audience with automation. You can target shoppers who already love your brand or retarget people based on their activity, such as what they viewed on your site or what they saved into their cart. Pinterest Performance Plus targeting uses the best intent signals available on the Pinterest platform, helping you drive stronger campaign performance based on what we know about your audience. The final alignment step is to connect your business goals and marketing objectives with specific measurement sources. Ensure everyone has visibility by aligning your goals and objectives with the measurement strategies and tools that will clearly show results. This alignment increases transparency and strengthens your overall holiday strategy. It also ensures that you can accurately track and account for every investment that you make on the platform this year. All right, it's time for another Insights deep dive activity. We'll take a look at different top growing purchase categories from last year's Cyber 5 data. This time, we're going to dig into health and beauty. Using the polling feature, let us know which top growing health and beauty purchases were higher during Cyber 5. Was it A, cosmetic sets, or B, hair care kits? All right, a couple more seconds. Ooh, this is a very close one, but the majority of folks said A, cosmetic sets. All right, let's see the answer. All right, you guys nailed it. The answer is A. We saw greater growth in checkouts for cosmetic sets in the health and beauty category last year. Seen here is a list of other top growing purchase categories, with cosmetic sets at the top and skin and hair care purchases following. And so, as you plan, consider how you want to define success for your brand and ensure everyone is aligned on the KPIs that matter most. Decide which tools will help you achieve your goals and clearly demonstrate results for your Pinterest campaigns. Now, I'm going to hand it back to Ricky to talk more about how you can prepare this year.
Thanks, Carla. Now let's move on to step 3, prepare. The final step can help you get ready for the upcoming holiday season by focusing on the creative that you need for a successful and organized holiday season. The holiday season will arrive before you know it, and advertisers are planning earlier and earlier each year. So as you start laying your groundwork, keep an eye out on 3 key areas for preparation. Create a plan on how you'll scale and optimize high quality holiday content. Second, explore opportunities to drive performance across the funnel and not just in one way or with one audience. And third, meet with our team to learn about the new tools and innovative strategies that we can help you implement. You'll need to choose the Pinterest formats you want to use in your holiday campaigns. Our ad suite continues to grow, giving you so many ways to meet your audience on the platform. We offer a range of recommended products for each phase of the customer journey, as you can see here. As you align your goals with your measurement strategy that Carla just spoke to, prepare to use specific ad formats that match each stage. Now I'll walk through a few of our solutions seen on this slide that you can leverage to prepare for the holidays this year. First, when planning your holiday strategy, think about how you want to scale your product catalog with high quality content. Use Pinterest Performance Plus Creative to scale visually arresting creative this year. New features this season bring you advanced preview, automatic cropping, and brightness technology, which updates your pin visuals automatically to optimize them for the Pinterest experience. This is a unique opportunity to drive results with added enhancements to your product's creative. Second, when you want to grow your sales, consider using shopping ads. You can choose standard shopping ads to feature a single product, or use collections to showcase multiple options with static images. Determine the solution that best aligns with your goals. Then, drive more engagement using dynamic retargeting to reach your audience. Shopping ads are the best way to help you drive higher ROAS and conversions on Pinterest. Lastly, let's talk about one of our newest ad solutions, promotions. Merchants and retailers can now run time-bound promotions on standard or shopping ads, and they can be set up all in Ads Manager or imported from Shopify. Advertisers can choose from up to 20 promotional templates. And our alpha results, they show that ads with the promotions saw an 18% increase in conversion rates compared to the same ads without a promotion. But that's not all. Once you turn on your holiday deals, we'll work to enhance the relevance of your ads and promotions on Pinterest. This will automatically show your promotions to people who've engaged with your content or with similar products. All right, this is our final deep dive into insights for purchasing decisions that are happening on Pinterest. Let's look at the home category this time, another fast-growing purchase category during last year's Cyber 5. So using the polling feature, let us know which product had higher purchases in this category. Was it A, workspace tables, or B, sectional sofa units? Select the pin that best matches your best guess. We'll give you a few seconds. Okay, it's a close one, but it looks like the majority of you selected workspace tables. Let's see what the answer is on the next slide. The answer is B. We actually saw more checkouts for sectional sofas than for workspace tables. With that, let's dive into some trends. Seen here is a list of last year's top growing home product purchases, with sectional sofas at the top, along with some other top home product categories. So as you prepare for your holiday campaigns, consider how you'll scale and optimize high quality content to reach people searching during the holiday season. Determine what opportunities will help you to drive performance for any and all purchase decisions that are happening on Pinterest. So let's review the steps you can take to start planning your holiday campaigns this year. Diversify with Pinterest to reach your audience in uncertain times. You can do this by learning from last year and reviewing your Pinterest foundations from now until early summer to ensure you're best set up for success come Q4. Then define what success looks like for your brand and align your KPIs for the season. Finally, prepare testing plans and product experiments this summer to gather key insights ahead of the peak holiday season. And now I'll pass it over to Whitney Moore, who will walk us through a few success stories.
Thanks, Ricky. I'm Whitney Moore, and I'm a brand and creative solutions lead overseeing some of our skilled programs here in North America. So now that we've covered many amazing tactical tips, let's take a few minutes to review Pinterest case studies and see how other brands have achieved success with their holiday campaigns. First up, let's jump in with a holiday story about Ann Taylor. Now, Ann Taylor knew that in order to unlock the sales they were aiming for, they needed to connect with Gen Z and millennials in new ways. So they aligned their campaign with trending moments on Pinterest and discovered the impact of being right where inspiration strikes. Ann Taylor's ads delivered a 1.5x greater efficiency in CPA and a 1.79x lift in ROAS. Real results driven by tapping into what's top of mind for people on Pinterest. And here's how they made it happen. Their goal was to stay relevant and timely to younger shoppers while maintaining the brand's distinctive aesthetic. To do this, Ann Taylor leveraged the power of trends on Pinterest. They first turned to the Pinterest Trends tool to uncover holiday fashion trends that resonated with their target demographic, women ages 18 to 49. And inspired by trending keywords like leather and lace, velvet dress, Ann Taylor then curated the products to feature for their campaign. They also aligned their multi-objective campaigns with trends on Pinterest, and to further amplify their ads, Ann Taylor used the Pinterest Trend Badge package. So leveraging trend data and co-branding for their strategy, Ann Taylor enhanced their trend credibility and the relevance of their products. And the results spoke volumes and drove a more efficient CPA and higher ROAS. And now, encouraged by these results, Ann Taylor plans to integrate an always-on trend strategy into their marketing efforts throughout the year. Using the power of Pinterest, Ann Taylor leveraged trends as a performance driver for their brand. So let's walk through the key takeaways from their strategy. Start by looking back and use the Pinterest Trend tool to explore last year's seasonal trends. This tool provides valuable insights about user interest and search behavior, enabling brands to make data-driven decisions about which products to highlight and how to position them for maximum holiday engagement. Choose your campaign strategy and consider a multi-objective approach to meet your campaign goals. And then also leverage our suite of production and content solutions like the Trend Badge to elevate your campaign and heighten ad relevance. Now let's take a look at a second example, a Cyber 5 success story from Design Within Reach. By using promotions ads, the furniture retailer saw strong results during this really important shopping window. They increased ROAS by 144%, helping them reach significant gains across their KPIs. Let's see how they did it. Design Within Reach turned to Pinterest to help them increase ROAS during Black Friday and Cyber Monday. And to reach their goals, the retailer opted to use shopping campaigns and static ads. They also wanted to explore running promotions ads concurrently with their business as usual campaigns during the weeks leading up to the Cyber 5. And when looking at the results, the promotions campaigns saw a significant increase in ROAS when compared to the business as usual campaigns. Using promotions ads, Design Within Reach achieved over 67% lift in average order value during this peak shopping period. Here are some key takeaways from this strategy. Ensure your measurement infrastructure is in place to track and understand your results. So for example, establish a clear measurement source of truth by leveraging platform metrics or key analytics to gain visibility. Then explore opportunities like promotion ads to scale your content and drive performance. And finally, test and experiment your approach against your business as usual campaigns to gain and action on valuable insights. Okay, so now let's look at one last example that highlights how to leverage automation tools to optimize performance. The Container Store decided to use Pinterest Performance Plus Creative to reach higher click-through rates on their shopping ads. And as a result, they saw a 33% increase in total click-throughs and a 22% higher CTR from ads automatically generated with Performance Plus compared to shopping ads created without it. Here's how they achieved these results. The Container Store was looking to bring more shoppers to their site without a creative overhaul. So they worked with Pinterest to find the best way to drive engagement on a platform with high searches for home decor. Impressed by Pinterest Performance Plus creative ad optimization, the Container Store decided to use it to automatically produce shopping, carousel, and collection ads at scale that pulled from their extensive product catalog. Performance Plus allowed them to use the latest AI and automation features to simplify the process of building campaigns while helping them to maximize results. Pinterest automation tools helped the Container Store achieve better results without the creative investment. This strategy drove performance for CTRs, helping them reach their campaign goals. So using Performance Plus Creative, the Container Store scaled their ads while improving performance, and let's look at some of the key takeaways from this strategy. If you're aiming to optimize efficiently, take advantage of Pinterest automation tools such as Pinterest Performance Plus. Clearly define your success metrics and determine how you will reach target shoppers on Pinterest who are searching for your products. And finally, prepare by creating a plan to drive performance with your product catalog and use Performance Plus Creative to scale your content and maximize results. Okay, so to recap, use a three-step approach to future-proof your holiday strategy in an evolving search landscape. Start early and capture action intent before the peak season begins in October. Review your content strategy and ensure you have a solid foundation and measurement strategy in place. Align your KPIs by defining success and ensure everyone is on the same page for meeting those KPI goals. And finally, with your foundation and measurement plans in place, document a testing and experimentation plan to prepare for launch. Okay, right in time for the holiday planning season comes the gift of our brand new badge designed for media planners on Pinterest. Today is actually the very first day this badge is publicly available. We recommend it for advertisers who are ready to showcase their ability to create effective media strategies, uncover valuable audience insights, and drive real results on Pinterest. So if this sounds like you, get started by registering for Pinterest Academy. It's free to register and free to earn. You can find out more about it at pinterestacademy.com. Now that we've covered a lot of information today, I just want to thank you for your attention and also ask a favor to please share your feedback by scanning the QR code on the screen to complete a brief survey. We will be sending a follow-up email with today's recording for you to rewatch and share with colleagues. Let's take a few minutes to hear from today's experts who will answer some of your pre-submitted questions. And to kick that off, I'll pass it over to Carla.
All right. Thank you so much, Whitney. So, our first question is, how far out should I start marketing for the holidays in order to maximize my sales? And that is an awesome question. I'm so excited we're kicking off with this one. So, as you know, holiday shopping on Pinterest starts a lot earlier than you might think it does. A lot of people begin searching for holiday ideas and gifts up to 3 months in advance. So, for example, searches for holiday decor or gift ideas often peak as early as September and October. It's amazing. So I recommend starting your holiday marketing campaigns at least 2 to 3 months ahead of the key shopping season. What this does is it gives your pins time to gain traction and ensures that your brand is front and center when people are planning their purchases. The earlier you start, the better your chances are for reaching shoppers as they're building their wish lists and making buying decisions. For the second question, I'm going to throw it over to Ricky.
Thanks, Carla. For our second question, we have, for a beginner, what should be the main focus to see revenue on Pinterest? I love this. So let's break it down into 2 core actions you can take on Pinterest to drive revenue. The first is the technical setup. Be sure to install the Pinterest tag on your website, as well as the Pinterest Conversions API if possible, so that we can accurately track, optimize, and report on your conversions. If you have a product feed, you'll also want to upload that into Pinterest so you can run shopping ads. So second, once you nail the technical setup, you'll want to run a conversions objective campaign in the form of shopping pins or standard pins with the goal of driving conversions or ROAS. And with that, I'm going to pass it on to Whitney for the next question.
Yes, I can take this one. So this question is, how do I create a successful pin? A great question. Pinterest is all about visual discovery. So really first, use compelling assets and consider movement to help make your ads more memorable. And within your static or video content, actually let the copy play a supporting role. Be really purposeful with it so that your visuals remain front and center. And then you can lean on the title and description fields for a relevant, clear copy. The title will help your content stand out to the users in feed, while the description is used for our system's delivery. So these are key for your content to drive relevance and be seen and ultimately work hardest for you. Okay, I'll hand it back to Carla for our next question.
All right, thanks, Whitney. So the next one I got is, how do I track sales and conversions from Pinterest campaigns? This is so important. So as you heard, Pinterest offers built-in tools to help you see exactly how your campaigns are performing. The main way to do this is by installing the Pinterest tag, which is a small piece of code that you put on your website. The tag tracks actions like signups and add to cart events, as well as completed purchases that come from your Pinterest ads or organic pins. You can then view conversion data right in your Pinterest ads dashboard, tying sales or leads directly back to your campaigns. Many e-commerce platforms and tools also have direct integrations that's going to make this type of tracking even easier. I'm going to pass it over to Ricky now.
Thanks, Carla. So for our next question, we have, how do I get my cost per click or purchase down, and what determines cost? So for this one, it's important to remember that Pinterest uses a second price auction, and your costs are determined by multiple facets from your ad relevance, creative, targeting, and bid. In order to get the maximum results for your campaign at the best cost for you this holiday season, We recommend using our suite of AI features in Performance Plus campaigns, which will automatically opt you into Performance Plus bidding, targeting, budgets, and creative. They are also available as standalone options if you don't want to select the Performance Plus campaigns feature. If your goals are ROAS-based, we also recommend using ROAS-based bidding. With that, I'm going to pass it over to Whitney for the next question.
Okay, this question is, what are the most effective visual strategies for holiday and seasonal campaigns? So the good news is that creative fundamentals that are true year-round remain true during the holiday, though certainly there is added pressure to stand out during this most competitive time of year. So a few suggestions. First, embrace the holidays to match the moment. And that can mean using creative to directly call out the season or even being subtly festive, like implying it through the use of color or symbolism. Next, help pinners picture themselves in your creative. And you can do that by showing people, so that's real faces with genuine expressions, and also by aligning with trends to connect your message to what is currently resonating with your audience. And then the last suggestion is that it's a stressful time of year, so consider addressing common holiday challenges in your content and presenting your brand or products up as the solution. And I can see this next question, I can actually take this one. So what is the best way to promote a new product or service visually on Pinterest? As we've heard a lot today, people use Pinterest to discover new ideas and products. So they're looking for you, and that's why your ads fit right in. And when it comes to driving awareness and really grabbing Pinners' attention around new products or really any new news, think video first. That motion helps content stand out in feed, and Pinners are consuming more video than ever before. And creatively, make sure that your new product is shown clearly and for a significant portion of the video, and put the product in action. So show when, where, and how your product would be used with lifestyle video and imagery. And then Carla, I'll let you take the next one.
All right. Thanks, Whitney. So this is going to be our last question, and it's how can I learn more about Pinterest for Business? Are there creator or certification programs? The short answer is yes. Pinterest offers a wide range of resources in order to help you succeed on the platform. There's Pinterest Academy, which is free and covers everything from the basics to advanced strategies for businesses as well as creators. If you're interested in hands-on creativity, the Creator Hub offers inspiration as well as best practices. And if you want to show off your expertise, check out Pinterest Certification Program. It's designed to help you become a trusted expert on our platform. No matter your experience level, there is a learning path here for you. And with that, we are going to wrap up our 2025 holiday webinar. As a reminder, we will share a follow-up email with a recording. And thank you again for joining us today.